Is Taylor Swift performing at the 2026 Super Bowl? Perez Hilton is still battling it out in court with Blake Lively. Denise Richards has an upcoming hearing in her divorce from Aaron Pfeiffer's. We have the Dancing with the Stars cast that has finally been confirmed. And Cardi B. Cardi B has experienced a win in court. She is a winner and she is really, really innocent. Okay, let's get into it. You're listening to No Filter with Zack Peter, your go-to source for all the latest pop culture and reality TV tea, served fresh all week long. Now, let's dive in. What's up, guys? Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Happy, what's today? Wednesday? Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. It is September 3rd. I hope you guys are having a great week. And I can't believe it's already Wednesday. I mean, we had Labor Day and listen, the last several days since Saturday, my world has been a little topsy-turvy. So thank you guys for bearing with me. Thank you for the grace that you've shown me. Thank you for all the sweet messages that everybody has sent over the past couple of days. I really, really, truly appreciate it. And I appreciate you very, very much. It means a lot. It really, really does. It's funny when you have strangers technically, but that don't feel like strangers, but like we are connected in some weird way through the internet, and it's really sweet. And I'm very appreciative and grateful. Kelly says, Zach, I was thinking about you and hope you are continuing to get stronger. I can't imagine how much you've gone through. It's been a lot. I don't really want to think about it too much because I feel kind of broken. Like still a little fragile. I will say yesterday and today I felt a lot stronger. Um, and tomorrow will be a difficult day. I will just say that. Yeah. Tomorrow I'm going to be seeing his family and it's going to be tough. Jeff's family, for those of you that haven't. Jeff, my co-host from Disaster Daters, but more than my co-host, he was my friend. So it's gonna be an interesting wrap to the week. But yeah, we will get through it because that is what we do. Life, hands you lemons sometimes. And if anything, it's just been a really, really good reminder of telling the people in your life that you love them, letting petty drama wash to the wayside because it doesn't matter. It's completely insignificant in moments like this. So continue to not take life for granted. Continue to not take the people in your life for granted. Let them know how much they mean to you because you never know when they're going to be gone. So I love you. I love you. I love you guys. I see a lot of questions in the live chat about the pop report. I think this best summarizes it. Christina says, I think the pop report is up in the air, but he does want to keep it going. He's just figuring out next steps. At least that's my understanding. Yeah, that's, relatively close. Yeah. I think people can listen to yesterday's show and listen to today's, or at least that response, and can put some of those pieces together. It's not hard to put those pieces together. But yeah, listen, when you're at your lowest, when you are at your weakest, when you are absolutely shattered, the people around you will show up for you or they won't. And that's a tough one. But that said, I would like to keep the pop report going. I fully intend on it. Obviously, it will look very different. I personally plan to move forward with the pop report to, obviously there's a lot of things that need to be worked out, and right now it's just not the week to work them out. But I will keep you posted. Hopefully, I will have a revamped version of the pop report to share with you very soon, likely in the fall. But just, my life got shifted an entire week. Russ says, please take the day off tomorrow and don't worry about a show. I would love to. Um, but the show has actually been helpful coming on here and connecting and talking. Yeah. So yeah. Sydney says, my heart goes out to you, Zach. We are all here to support you. in all of the ways possible. Give yourself time to grieve. We will be here when you're ready. Yeah, listen, I will tape the show Thursday, Friday, and Saturday because obviously Monday we kind of took the day off. We do still have advertisers and deliverables that need to continue. The show must go on. And like I said, I think it's actually been relatively helpful, to kind of project my energy into something else. But yeah. All right. Let's see. What do we want to start with news wise? I guess a positive for Cardi B is Cardi B. Cardi B has won her civil lawsuit against the security guard at, I believe it was her obstetrician, OBGYN, the her doctor's office. She got into a scarfuffle with the security guard, and the security guard says that Cardi carved her face in with her nail, and she was suing Cardi B for $24 million. So, um, yeah, that didn't go very favorably in the direction of the security guard, which I mean, it was kind of a stupid lawsuit to begin with, right? Like you're gonna say Cardi B attacked you and carved your face with her nail. Like, come on. And Cardi was like, look at me. I was like 130 at the time. She's like, I was small, I was little, I was this, I was that. And she's like, the security guard looks like what does she say? She's like built to protect buildings. The clips from Cardi B at trial were kind of hysterical. Um, it was just wild. But so she did come out and the interesting thing is reporters were outside of the courthouse and she was doing interviews and then one reporter asked if she's pregnant again. And obviously, as we learned yesterday, speculating on a potential pregnancy based off of just, maybe a little belly or something or some bloat. Obviously, maybe not. Oh, she said security heavy. Yeah. I mean, listen, you got to be security heavy to protect a building, She's security heavy. But so somebody asked if Cardi was expecting another baby, maybe as like a shady dig because of her security heavy comment. And so Cardi like got a pen when somebody asked her to sign something. I think it was like an autograph or something. And she grabbed the pen and she threw it at the reporter. And I was like, girl, you just won the case. Like you just won. Let's not add any more ammunition to, let's not add any more gas to the fire. Did you see her falling asleep during closing comments? Yeah, you know, yeah, I did. Not the best look, but listen, the lawsuit was frivolous. Cardi said it was frivolous, and Cardi issued a warning. She said, listen, okay, little girl. She said, this is the first warning. Okay. I'm not going to countersue, but next time if somebody brings forth a frivolous lawsuit, I am going to countersue and I will sue you back. She said, don't play with me. And so that was her warning. Don't play with her. Don't come with another frivolous lawsuit, another bogus lawsuit. $24 million for a scratch on the face. It's like, okay, Rachel Leviss, calm down. I think the comment that set her off was the Offset claiming he got her pregnant again. Maybe. Well, they asked if she was pregnant again. I think they asked if she's expecting what was it, her fourth child, and she like flipped and she threw the pen at them. Like, how dare you? How dare you? So good for Cardi. She won, and we got to enjoy her trial. Celebrity trials are just kind of the best. I'm sad we're not going to get the Blake Lively trial like live streamed or recorded or anything, because that to me, I'm sure would have just been so fun to watch. Like what a crazy roller coaster ride that would be. But unfortunately, we won't be getting it. So, but whatever. Okay, so Cardi B wins. We also have Perez Hilton. So he was he was duking it out with Blake Lively. And I guess he kind of seemingly got a win in all of this. So his court hearing, obviously, he won because Blake Lively filed a motion to compel Perez Hilton to turn over documents and communications with the Wayfair parties and Brian Friedman. Perez is fighting for his First Amendment rights and, his reporter, his reporter privileges, right? And so the First Amendment, obviously, there's freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of the press, freedom of assembly, and the right to petition the government. So he's fighting for his freedom of speech and for his freedom of the press, which understandably, right? Like the First Amendment is very clear that these are protections that we have under, the law. And so when you're battling somebody out in court, it's a little interesting that she thinks, and I believe Blake Lively's response is that her need for information outweighs Perez's First Amendment rights. So they're fighting for that. And so my understanding now is the judge said that this is going to be a long, messy, back and forth, but it will be on Blake Lively, the burden to cover the costs related to Perez turning over this information. That burden will be put onto Blake Lively. And so I believe the first step is for Perez to gather some quotes from, I think, like a forensic person. Let me see. Okay, yeah, he needs to gather quotes from 3 forensic experts and a paralegal, and then bring that in Monday, which is September 8th, which appears to be the next hearing. So he has to bring forth those quotes, and those estimates will ultimately, be presented to Blake Lively, and she is expected to cover those expenses. As of right now, she's kind of made it seem like money, love don't cost a thing. She's not going to be worried about it. So she will probably say, sure, I will pay for it. From there, it's just a layer, a level of layers. But it seems like the Nevada judge at least is extending the process and elongating it. So it is somewhat of a win, because at least the burden is not on Perez to cover all of these expenses. Blake will have to pay for it, but we'll see if he's able to uphold his First Amendment rights, or if she, as she claims, she's more important than the First Amendment. So gonna pay thousands of dollars to get nothing. Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of what it looks like. We'll see. We shall see. Um, let's see. Chloe Roberts 3938 sends in a super chat and said, "Zach, you make me laugh and keep me going when life and work gets too much. You are loved." Thank you, Chloe. You are loved as well. I love you. So we shall see. Oh, Nick Hogan sued Bubba over a new documentary about Hulk Hogan, which Bubba said he doesn't own the documentary. Who is Bubba? Who's Bubba? That's interesting. Thank you. So we'll see what happens with Perez, but somewhat of a win. At least he doesn't have that financial burden, and it seems like the Nevada judge is leaning a little more on Perez's side. So good for him. Okay, let's take a quick break to shout out this week's sponsors, and then we'll get into the Taylor Swift and the Dancing with the Stars cast and all that good stuff. But first up, let's shout out some seed. All right, raise your hand if you've struggled with bloating or if you have issues in the bathroom. Don't worry, we've all been there, done that. Am I right? Bloating, especially during the summer when we want to be feeling and looking our best, bloating can really put a damper on many of life's moments, which is why I'm so excited that I found Seed's DS-01 Symbiotic. It's formulated with 24 clinically and scientifically studied strains to support whole body benefits, including gut health, skin health, heart health, immune health, gut barrier integrity, gut microbial balance, and micronutrient synthesis with just 2 capsules per day. Super easy. DS-01 is formulated with strains that are clinically validated to reduce abdominal bloating and intermittent constipation after 2 weeks. I feel so much better. It's super easy to take, and I feel like I can get through my day with a bit more of ease. So, if you want to get an early start on maybe some of those New Year resolutions that you started last year that you promised yourself you were going to do in the new year, get started right now. Feel better right now. Get ahead of the new year with a routine that helps you now by going to seed.com/nofilter and use code NOFILTER25 to get 25% off your first month. That's 25% off of Seed's DS-01 Daily Symbiotic at seed.com/nofilter with code NOFILTER25. And a quick message from Wayfair. All right, listen, when you think of game day, you might not think Wayfair, but you should, because Wayfair is the best kept secret for incredible and affordable game day finds. Anything you need, they've got you covered at an affordable price. You can just go online, get all your game day essentials. They have a huge selection. They have different curated collections. They can fit your budget or your price point. They can find things that are unique, that are tailored to your liking, to your style. I'm talking about everything from coolers, grills, folding chairs, TV stands, coffee tables, entertainment centers, barware, serveware, entertainment cookware, everything you can need, even sports themed decor. You can find that on Wayfair too. Bet you didn't know that, but now you do. Okay, there's something for every style and every home, no matter your space or your budget. Wayfair makes it easy to tackle your home good goals with room ideas and curated collections. It's free, they have easy delivery, even on the big stuff. They have all your must-haves, from furniture, decor, appliances, cookware, all in one convenient place. Wayfair is your trusted destination for all things game day, from coolers and grills to recliners and slow cookers. Shop, save, and score right now at wayfair.com. That's Wayfair, wayfair.com. Wayfair, every style, every home. All right, raise your hand if you've struggled with bloating or if you have issues in the bathroom. Don't worry, we've all been there, done that. Am I right? Bloating, especially during the summer when we want to be feeling and looking our best, bloating can really put a damper on many of life's moments, which is why I'm so excited that I found Seed's DS-01 Symbiotic. It's formulated with 24 clinically and scientifically studied strains to support whole body benefits, including gut health, skin health, heart health, immune health, gut barrier integrity, gut microbial balance, and micronutrient synthesis with just 2 capsules per day. Super easy. DS-01 is formulated with strains that are clinically validated to reduce abdominal bloating and intermittent constipation after 2 weeks. I feel so much better. It's super easy to take, and I feel like I can get through my day with a bit more of ease. Struggling to switch off at night? That's okay, because Soul's out of office gummies help me relax, quiet my thoughts, and fall asleep naturally. Just the right balance of CBD and THC to ease me into a restful night's sleep. So if you're struggling to sleep, I highly recommend you give Soul a try. Soul's a wellness brand that believes feeling good should be fun and easy. Soul specializes in delicious hemp-derived THC and CBD products designed to boost your mood and help you unwind. Their best-selling out-of-office gummies were designed to provide a mild, relaxing buzz, boost your mood, and enhance creativity and relaxation. With 5 different strains, you can tailor the dose to fit your vibe, from a gentle microdose to their newest 15 milligram gummy for a more elated experience. Bring on the good vibes and treat yourself to Soul today. Right now, Soul is offering my audience, that's you, 30% off your entire order. Go to Get Soul, that's GETSOUL, getsoul.com, and use code NOFILTER. That's getsoul.com, promo code NOFILTER for 30% off. Alrighty, guys, let's get back into it. Starting off with the newest cast members, including the photos of Dancing with the Stars. And then we'll get into Taylor Swift. But just a reminder, if you're enjoying the show, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a review. Apple Podcasts, leave a comment on Spotify, whatever platform you are watching or listening to this on. Definitely be sure to spread the love. Hit that subscribe button. And if you want to make sure you get notifications when new episodes are live streaming on YouTube, hit that little bell notification button as well. All right, let's get it. We have the new cast of Dancing with the Stars. First up, I almost didn't recognize her. We have Jen Affleck from Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Her hair is dark now. She's got that dark. I feel like it's maybe like a shade, like it's a little too dark. It's very dark, but I'm assuming she's going to stay dark for a while now. But so we have Jen here. She's dancing with Jan Ravnik. I haven't watched Dancing with the Stars in a while, and when I do, I really only watch the clips. But we have Hilaria Baldwin, Ilaria. She's dancing with Gleb. Ooh, Gleb is such a cutie. I like Gleb. Look at her. She's like doing her cha-cha. She got her bangs. It's like, ooh, girl, you look banging with them bangs. You know? Most of this cast we announced the other day when it was leaked online, but it's for the most part the same that was leaked. Jordan Childs. Jordan. And she's dancing with Ezra Sosa. He's a cutie. She's a gymnast. Okay, got it. We have Baron Davis, pro athlete. He's dancing with Britt Stewart. Okay, nice. We have Alex Earl. I always want to say Alix because of how she spells it. She spells it Alex, but with an I. Alex Earl. She's dancing with Val Schmirkovsky. I don't like the hair on Val. Like, I liked when he had, like, cuter, shorter hair, but, like, this, like, weird thing with the fringe curls in the back, not my favorite. I don't like this, like, new trend where everybody has, like, these ugly haircuts. I was walking down the hall and into the elevator, and there was this guy, and he had, like, the sides were completely shaven, and he had this, like, weird, strange bowl haircut, and I'm like, "That is sir, that is a very ugly haircut. Who authorized that? I know you're single because if you had a wife, she would not allow that." Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm. Okay. Um, we have Dylan Efron. He's dancing with Daniela Carpage. She's cute. I don't know why she's wearing this like lacy wedding-y kind of dress. Feels very bridal, but good for her. Dylan, I feel like we could have given him a little haircut. We could have combed his hair a little bit. It's a little messy. It's a little squirrely. Guys, we could have pulled this together. Corey Feldman and Jenna Johnson. Okay. Corey, my goodness. Wait, what did it say that Dylan's from? It says Dylan Efron is a digital creator and reality star who most recently won season 3 of The Traitors. With his brother Zack Efron, he co-produced and co-starred in the Emmy-winning eco travel series Down to Earth with Zac Efron on Netflix. He's also a former competitive athlete and an Ironman all world athlete where he ranked in the top 2% of all competitors his age. Wow. We didn't even know all of this when he joined the Traders. We just thought he was Zac Efron's brother. And look at that. Zac Efron's brother is doing the damn thing. Was there ever a time when Dancing with the Stars had really famous people? I mean, you kind of have a little bit. We'll see. Um, Okay, I can get behind Corey Feldman and the Zack Peter Platinum inspired period. um, I don't love this hair on him. Like it just kind of ages him a little too much. Um, but MC High Life can get behind it. It is, yeah, it was um, a once inspired Zack Peter fully platinum look. Danielle Fishel, yeah, she was Topanga. She's dancing with Pushkov, Pasha Pushkov. Okay. She looks incredible. She looks great. Like, look at that. She looks like she's ready to win. I think she's going to go far. I really think Topanga is going to be in the top 3. Banking it out. Corey Feldman's not going to last long. Dylan Efron may last long. I think Alex Earl will maybe make top 8. I don't know the pro athletes. Hilaria is not going to last long. And I don't think the Mormon wives are going to last that long either. TBH. If anything, maybe Whitney. Maybe. But I really am putting my money on Danielle Fishel taking it all the way. Hopefully she's good at dancing. We have Elaine Hendricks. She's from The Parent Trap with Lindsay Lohan. She played Meredith. She's in this one. Fans of the 1998 remake, The Parent Trap, will recognize Elaine Hendricks as the actress who played Meredith Blake in the hit movie alongside Lindsay Lohan and Dennis Quaid. She also appeared on shows such as Dynasty, Sex, Drugs, Rock and Roll, and Joan of Arcadia. Okay, go for her. Scott Hoying, he's from Pentatonics. He's dancing with Riley Arnold. She looks like she's 12 years old, but I like this little getup that they have here. They look cute. He's kind of cute, right? Don't love this these shoes though, but good for him. He's with Pentatonics. Pentatonics. Penna. Why do they like the real like not real stars, but like people that like we really like know that are like professionally acclaimed? I feel like get like a line or two, and Dylan Efron got like a whole bio. Robert Irwin. Oh, he was the crocodile hunter, his son with Whitney Carson. Okay. Let's see. Did they beef up his? See, they beefed up his too. Robert Irwin is a global advocate for wildlife and conservation, following the footsteps of his dad, the late Steve Irwin, alongside his mom, Terry Irwin, and sister, Bindi Irwin. Robert Irwin travels around the world to support conservation efforts through their nonprofit organization, Wildlife Warriors, and the Australian Zoo in Burwa, Queensland. Robert Irwin's older sister, Bindi, won season 21 of Dance with the Stars. Damn, in 2015? 10 years ago? Damn. He a cutie, though. He a cutie. Okay. And then we have Lauren Hodegi. Is that how you pronounce it? Adagi. And Brandon Armstrong. Does Brandon not get a last name? They only just put Brandon. But she's a singer best known for Fifth Harmony. Got it. She was on X Factor. Got it. Now, I heard that she had just found out she wasn't, I don't think she was originally part of the leak. Where are the gays? We have Dylan Efron. We have Corey Feldman. um, but Lauren from Fifth Harmony, she, I believe, just found out. That's why she's like not in, like, she was like a late casting addition. I'm assuming somebody else was supposed to do it and fell through, and she was like an alternate, is what I'm thinking happened. Usually stuff like that happens quite often. So I love the cucumber tree. There's a cucumber tree? Do cucumbers grow on trees? We have Whitney Leave It and Mark Ballas. I used to really like Mark Ballas. I don't like this outfit. I don't like these shoes, and I really don't like this hair. I am not a fan of the hair at all, because it looks like there's, like, some natural grays in there, but then it also looks like he put in some, like, artificial highlights, and the hair just like the highlights. No, I don't like this look on Mark Ballas. I used to think he was such a cutie. Whitney looks incredible. I think Whitney's gonna go far, because if you watch her, Zack Peter, he's not gay. Who's not gay? Um Mark, no bueno. Yeah, Mark's hair looks dirty. Yeah, it just looks like we could comb it. It looks like we can do a little, maybe some dry shampoo. Not a fan, especially to put him with Whitney, who's like having this like major glow up moment. Like she's looking incredible with the red hair. Whitney is bringing it. Whitney is serving. Whitney is delivering, and Mark is not. I was like, you should have given her like Gleb or somebody hot, you know? I guess we'll see. Mark's a good dancer. Whitney's a great dancer. She's a professional dancer. That's her background. Gives me Fabio vibes. I would not say that that's Fabio vibes. Fabio at least had some sort of a luster. He was joking about the gays, y'all. Yeah, I know, guys. That was a joke. Oh, Andy Richer. He's gay, right? There's, Emma Slater. Okay. He's gay. I don't know if we want to claim him for this one though. But yeah, he was from the late night or late night with Conan, the Tonight Show with Conan, and then just Conan. He was, I didn't realize he was an elf in Madagascar. He has a radio show on Sirius XM and a podcast. Wow. Well, good for him. There is the cast of Dancing with the Stars. There we go. Season 34. Crazy that it's on 34 seasons. Dancing. Are we gonna watch? Maybe not. Scott's gay. Yeah, there we go. We got one of the gays. The red looks great on Whitney. It absolutely looks great on Whitney. Absolutely. Look, he's gonna be the first to go. Probably. Robert Irwin should do well. His underwear ads were a hit. I think Dylan's gonna go far. Robert, I think, will go far. Whitney, I think, will go far because I think she's gonna be a great dancer. And despite the show, I think a lot of people have come around to really enjoy Whitney, like, on TikTok and stuff. So, we'll see. Of, like, the younger ones, I'm putting money on Whitney, and I'm putting money on Alex Earl. Dylan, I think, is gonna go far. And Topanga, I think, is gonna be top 3 for sure, no doubt. And Donna's hubby is behind the cameras. Oh. Would you do Dancing with the Stars? I don't know. I don't feel like I'm Oh, Andy's not. Andy's married to a woman? Oh, he isn't gay? Oh, well, where are the gays? Somebody please find the gay. It's Dancing with the Stars and sparkles and heels, and there are no gays on the show. That's homophobic. Jokes. That's a joke. Don't take that out of context and make a headline out of it. That was a JOKE joke. Last thing I need is a headline saying Zack Peter calls Dancing with the Stars homophobic. But yeah. Elaine, I think will go relatively far. I would give Elaine top 6. Elaine Hendricks, right? Excited about Dylan Efron. Yeah, Dylan, I think will be top 3. And isn't the guy from Pentatonics gay too? Is he? Is the guy from, I think he's like Pantonics. Oh. Questions are, is the guy from Pentatonics on Miss Rachel? Is the guy from Pentatonics trans? Is the guy from Pentatonics gay? Oh, here we go. There's a few down, but is the guy from Pentatonics? Yes, both Mitch and, well, we knew Mitch was gay. Scott Hoeing, the 2 male members of Pentatonics, are gay. Scott is openly gay and married to his husband. Oh, he has a husband. Both members have spoken about the importance of living authentically. Well, you don't want to live inauthentically. I feel like it's always important to live authentically. Okay, so he's gay. Well, we got one, and at least he's better than Andy, you know? Scott's gay. Who's Scott? Scott? Which one was Scott? Pentatonics? Was that his? No, Scott. Oh, Scott Hoying. Yes. Is pan a real thing? That's debatable. It's debatable. Okay, well, we got one gay. And Ezra the dancer. Well, that doesn't count. We need the stars, the Dancing with the Stars. You'd be awesome on Dancing with the Stars. I don't know if I'd be awesome on Dancing with the Stars. Have you seen me dance on TikTok? I don't know if I would certainly not win Dancing with the Stars. I'm very competitive. I would try, but I just don't think my body moves like that. I don't got hips, my hips do lie sometimes. You know what I mean? Shakira's hips don't lie, but mine do lie and tell me they can dance sometimes. So, I don't know. I kind of would like to do traders. Maybe we put that into the universe. We manifest that. I would love to do some sort of competition show. Traders would be kind of fun. I don't know. We'd be see. You'd be an amazing 20th finalist. Damn right I would. Damn right. I don't know if I would win traders either. I feel like hi Bravo babe. I feel like I would absolutely like fumble the ball on traders and get thrown out because my mouth would get me into trouble. Traders is really for someone like me, traders would be a very difficult game to play because if I'm toned down and not myself, then that's going to be suspicious of like, oh, is he a traitor because he's not normally being himself? He's not being his normal self. And if I do like end up being a faithful and I'm too loud, then they'll be like, oh, you're trying to stir up too much chaos, you know? So I feel like I would struggle on traders, but I would love to at least give it a try, you know? We shall see. We shall see. Okay. Let's talk about Taylor Swift. Is Taylor Swift put a confessional chair in front of you and we'll have great TV very soon. Very soon. I will be taping my confessionals in October. Or at least that's the plan as of right now. No, not your mouth getting you in trouble. My mouth always gets me into damn trouble. Zach, your competitiveness focus, you'd be the one that was the dark horse and you could win it all. I would have to be like Sari from season 1. And then everybody hated her because they felt so deceived by her. I don't want to be hated by Sari. We'll see. Let's put that out into the universe. Competition show 2026. All right. Moving right along. No, Zach is too easily activated. Got to play the game, and he is too true to himself. Exactly. I'm not good at manipulative pulling of the strings and things. I'm not good at that. I'm good at you're a liar, you're a liar, you're a liar, you're a fucking bitch. That's me. You know, the dating game. I don't know if I would do a dating show. That would be wild. That I don't know if I could date on television. It would just be mortifying to get rejected on television. I don't know. Okay. Moving along, Taylor Swift. Is she doing the Super Bowl? Is she not doing the Super Bowl? It kind of sounds like the ball is in Taylor Swift's court right now. So, Super Bowl halftime show 2026. It's coming. We don't know what teams are going to be we don't know what teams are going to be playing just yet because I believe like people are just starting to do like the draft, like football season just started, right? It's going to be in February as always. It's going to be in Santa Clara at the Levi's Stadium. Interesting. I didn't realize the Super Bowl was in California. Wasn't it in LA? I don't know. But okay. It's coming back to California. 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 Or that's up north. Yeah, that's not down here in LA. I mean, I feel like it's still relatively close being in California. But so I'm a Swiftie, but oh my God, no halftime, please. Why no halftime? I would love to see. I think Taylor would kill it on a halftime show. Why do you think? I need to hear the arguments. Why are we for it and why are we not for it? Like, if she's going to have babies, this is the best way to go out with the bang. Do the Super Bowl, do the halftime show, and then be like, peace, I'm out. You know what I mean? Uh-oh, Lisa agrees. The Bravo babe, I feel you. It's like there might be something called too much. No. Why is that too much? I'm ready for Taylor Babies. Yeah, I agree. She would be an amazing halftime show. Yeah, I think she would be great. We haven't had a really good halftime show. Oh, well, we had They Not Like Us. They not like us with like the flag and the things and all the things. It was a little too, Blues Clues find the hidden Easter eggs in my performance. And we're just like, can we just like have a nice, fun performance without it needing to be all these political themes? When when are we going to do a Taylor's wedding list invitation? Well, we can definitely confirm that Blake Lively will not be on that list. Remember when Jennifer Lopez was offered and she wasn't offered a solo gig in the Super Bowl halftime show? And she was always, I remember when she was she was offended. Yeah. She was so mad. Remember she did that documentary on Netflix and she's just like, what? They think two Latin women have to share the stage? Like she was so mad that she didn't get to do it on her own. But I just feel like it was much more of a powerhouse to have J-Lo and Shakira together, right? I don't know. Best halftime show was Prince. Prince was good. There were a lot of great halftime shows. Best Super Bowl halftime shows. Let's see. What are ranked? Prince was number 1. Beyonce 2013 was number 2. Dr. Dre and Friends in 2020. I did like Dr. Dre and Friends. That one was a good one. Remember that, like Mary J. They had wasn't Snoop in that. Yeah. Michael Jackson in 1993. Wow, I can't believe Beyonce was in the top 4, top 5. Other top-tier shows mentioned were Lady Gaga's 2017 performance, Jennifer Lopez and Shakira's 2020 performance, and Coldplay, Beyonce, and Bruno Mars's iconic 2016 collaboration. Oh, so Beyonce's done it twice. Oh, here are the most acclaimed Super Bowl halftime shows. It was Prince in 2007, Michael Jackson in 93, Beyonce in 2013, Dr. Dre, Snoop, Eminem, Kendrick, and Mary J. Blige. That was a good one. And you also notice, even though that they were all like hip hop, none of them complained like J-Lo did. And they had to share the stage with Dre and Snoop and Eminem and Kendrick and Mary J. 5 of them shared the stage together and none of them complained. It really was a great show. I really like, especially being hip hop, because sometimes hip hop can be a bit slower. It's not like high, like Prince is high pop and Michael Jackson's high pop and dancing. And Lady Gaga is like jumping from the sky. Shakira, her hips don't, she's like, she's like a tambourine. Shake your tambourine, go and get yourself. That's not Shakira, but you get the point. Okay, so Beyonce 2013 was 2013. Beyonce's a great performer. I will give her that. But the Dre, Snoop, Eminem, Kendrick, Mary J, that one was great. Lady Gaga, I thought was a good one too. I thought hers was great. Jennifer Lopez and Shakira, okay, in 2020. It wasn't a bad performance. It was great and it was talked about quite a bit. And then there was the Super Bowl 50 with Coldplay, Beyonce, and Bruno Mars. Yeah, that was in 2016. Interesting. So most of the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are the top 7. And most of the top 7 were within the past, 10 years? No, that's not true. Because 2007 and 2013 were not in the last 10 years, even though they feel like they were in the last 10 years. But now we have Taylor Swift. I think Taylor could do a bomb Super Bowl performance, bang it out, and keep it moving, you know? Sam says, still following you, Zach, but you're losing me with your general negativity about everything. Me saying that I think Taylor Swift should do the Super Bowl is being negative. Me talking about my dead friend that I just lost a few days. Is that too negative for you? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Sam, that I offended you because I happen to be grieving these last couple of days because I very suddenly lost a very dear friend of mine. I apologize that that's a little too negative for you. I'm sorry that me, congratulating Cardi B on winning her trial and me talking about Dancing with the Stars and me voting for who I think is going to go all the way. Sorry, that was a little too general negativity for you. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. I'll do better tomorrow. I'll hashtag do better tomorrow, Sam. Thank you for that. I need new music from Bruno. I agree, Tambo. I need new music from Bruno too. Well, his last song, I didn't like the last one. The one he did with Lady Gaga. I feel like the two of them are such great artists. And then the song that they put, there's the negativity again. Britney and Aerosmith was the Super Bowl. Yes, they were so good. Britney and Aerosmith did the Super Bowl? Aerosmith Super Bowl. Oh, in 2001. Interesting. And Britney Spears was like, ooh, this actually, I don't remember this one because 2001 was over 20 years ago. I was relatively young at that time and was not too looped in. But I mean, one, love Aerosmith. Two, the fact that they had Mary J. Blige, Britney Spears, and Nelly. all in it together. Oh, and NSYNC. It was Aerosmith and NSYNC, and they had cameos from Mary J. Blige, Britney Spears, and Nelly. Okay, that is a serve. Why are we not talking about that performance? I don't remember it. I don't think I really saw it, but that is a serve. That is a lineup. Thank you for that. All of them are great. Was Mary J. Blige the first halftime show? No, she's Mary J. Blige? No, she wasn't the first halftime show. You had Michael Jackson before her. Let's watch that. Yeah. It was insane. So overlooked. Yeah, I feel like we're completely forgetting about that. If we're referencing 2003 and then Michael Jackson in what, the 90s, then like, yeah, poor Britney, her life makes my heart hurt. I know. Oh, but so anyway, Taylor Swift doing the Super Bowl. So I brought this up because on the Today Show, Roger Goodell, is that how you pronounce it? Goodell. He's the NFL commissioner. He was asked if Taylor Swift is going to do the Super Bowl and if she's in talks to do the Super Bowl. And he said, direct quote says, "We would always love to have Taylor play. She is a special and she is special, a special talent, and obviously she would be welcome anytime." And then they pushed him further and they're like, "Well, does that mean she's at least in talks? Because you're saying if she does it, we would love her to do it, And he's just like, maybe. He said, maybe she'll do it. Maybe we'll have her. So maybe to me sounds like she's possibly going to be doing it. She's possibly in negotiations to do it. Because I mean, that's like a big performance. When do they typically announce that? I mean, I guess they have until like what, January, February? Because it's not like the Super Bowl is going to be hurting for ticket sales, right? Like people are still going to go for the game, for the Super Bowl. Like the halftime performance is not usually the seller. It can be for people that like want to see the performance, but I feel like those performances are always much better in person, or not in person, on TV. Just the way that they're shot and the direction of the performances and how they air. So, what would Dr. Seuss say? He would say, "Who is the Who from Whoville?" Jay-Z has a say in it, unfortunately. Say what? Also, you spelled Jay-Z wrong. You know who would be a great halftime show is Pink. I think Pink would be a great halftime show too. She's such a good performer. But all she's gonna be doing is like flipping through the air. She's been doing spins. That's all she's gonna do. Who's the one? Whitney did that, right? Or Mary did that with cleansing the energy. Cleanse my energy, cleanse my energy. You should go rogue and sing the national anthem at the World Series. Oh, she should go rogue. I was like, me? Who's she? At the World Series? Who are we talking? Pink at the World Series? Not too bad. Yes, guys, be sure to hit the like button. It's so nice having mods. Thank you, Christina. Remember to hit the like button, guys. If you're enjoying the show, hit that like button. I've seen Pink a couple of times. She's so good. Yeah, Lady Gaga ever do a halftime show? J Tour, where you been? Pardon me, Jay-Z. His company produces it. Yes, that is true. Pink really is a fabulous performer. She is. But she just does do a lot of spins. She's like spin, 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 spin. Spinning like Katie Janela does to the truth. Oh my god, you guys, the Katie Janela Royal Housewives of Orange County stuff. We'll talk about it after the new episode, but I kind of like there are so many things about it that I know behind the scenes. And when I just tell you Tamra Judge and Katie Janela are truly the real villains in all of this. Like genuinely, like I like Tamara and I'm very frustrated with her in this moment because I know of all of the things that she's doing behind the scenes. I know of the story she was trying to plant going into the new season. There's so much to it. Like there is so much to it. And last night I was almost tempted to just be like, what am I even doing here? Like, why not just go on here and put it all on the table? You know, put it all on the table because that Kiki Monique was on Carlos King today. Yes, Kiki was supposed to come on my podcast. I've been chatting with her and she was supposed to come on my podcast, and then obviously my week turned a bit south. But I would love to have Kiki on. I would love to have Jacques on. I would love to have there are a lot of people I would love to have on, and there are a lot of people I hope also come out and share their stories and their pieces too, because that is what members only is for. Yes, but how many times have we been burned on members only? Did you see Stu interviewing Katie's husband? why is he such a Katie stan? Listen, Stu and I are not going to agree when it comes to OC. I think there's a birdie in his ear. I still love Stu. Um, I will say, I haven't talked to Stu about that interview, but I did see it going around. And listen, I want Stu's podcast to be successful. I want it to thrive. Like, that's a good get for him. But I will say, I don't think Bravo was happy about that interview because I don't think Bravo authorized that interview, which is why they had Matt do it and not Katie do it. But listen, Katie is hiring her crisis PR team, and her crisis PR team it's Meghan Markle's crisis PR team, just so you know that. Katie Janela has hired Meghan Markle's crisis PR team, and that's why they're trying to do all this. That's why they're planting all this. When I tell you, oh my God, the number of things Tamra Judge has done behind the scenes is wild to me. Like, truly wild to me. And again, I used to really like Tamra, and on a personal level, she's always been very lovely to me, and that's where it's kind of tough because my job is to call these things out. And in this case, I don't like what Tamara's doing. It was also challenging. I didn't listen to the Diamonds in the Rough podcast, but I saw clips of it where I saw like Teddy and Erica. Like, my impression is they were like going to bat for Tamara. I didn't hear the clip, and there may be context lacking, so I want to preface it with that. But I was like, ugh. Teddy, I get Tamara is your friend, but do you even know all the things that she and Katie are doing behind the scenes? Like, they have this like weird alliance, and Tamara's literally told people that she's only being nice to Katie because the fans are on Katie's side. That is not a real friendship. I will tell you that right now. That is a fake, leveraged relationship that they are using to try to manipulate the entire audience in all of this. But my issue and my fear is that they're going to end up tanking the show, and the show's going to end up getting shelved like Jersey and like New York, because of all of these games and because of how big and bad Katie is going with all of this. And Katie's really trying to weaponize that race card, which we saw her do in that Page 6 interview with virtual reality, and what she was trying to do with the video of Jen and Gretchen. It's crazy. It's crazy. What did you think when the lie detector said that Tamara was lying about being diagnosed as being on the spectrum? Well, I think didn't Tamara already admit that she wasn't diagnosed? That it was kind of just like her therapist said, like, "Oh, you sound like you're on the spectrum," and Tamara was like, "Oh, yeah." Let's not forget she lied about me too, the pattern they established in episode 1. Yeah, bravo, babe. It's just crazy. None of these friendships are real and strategic. I won't say that. I mean, I do think that it's challenging. I think that there is a fabric that connects all of them, and underlying, the foundation, there is somewhat of a friendship, but it becomes challenging when people focus so much on the show, you know? We'll see. We shall see. But I can just tell you, there's so much that I wish these are other people's stories and other people's experiences that it's theirs to tell. I do hope at some point they will out all the things that Tamara's been planting and calling and plotting and doing all of that stuff because, yeah. What is your opinion on Jen? I like Jen, and I don't get why the audience has turned on it. The only reason the audience has turned on Jen is because Jen is not backing Katie. But she's not backing Katie because I believe Katie is genuinely like not telling the truth. I think on Juicy Scoop, Gretchen talked about how Matt, I think, called Slade and asked him like what were the details of what Gretchen revealed at that Mastro's dinner. Like, they were trying, to get detail. They were trying to put this out there, it appears, right? I liked the Juicy Scoop interview with Gretchen and Slade, and I know people don't like them, they don't trust them, but also there's an active, campaign to make Katie look good. And then when you see all the bots, did you see the screenshot that I posted where it showed all of the bots posting love for Katie in the comments? But do we trust Gretchen? I know that's where we're kind of torn, right? Because it appears that there was something at the Masters dinner, and until Gretchen comes out and like really gives us that side of things, like, we don't really know. But also, I thought it was strange and convenient that Tamara's like, "Oh my god, OC 20, RHOC 20, it's coming. Vicky needs to come back. Vicky needs to come back." And Tamara like plants that seed. Suddenly they're friends again, and she's like, "Vicky needs to come back." And then suddenly Vicky kind of comes to Tamara's defense and talks about how Slade was blowing up production to, get her to be a part of Ultimate Girls Trip with Gretchen there. And I was just like, this feels oddly convenient at this time. Um, I don't know. I don't know who I trust in any of this. I don't know if I trust anybody in any of this. But the biggest red flag to me, because I see people's arguments about Gretchen and I see people's arguments about like Emily and Jen, and I see all of that. But to me, knowing what Tamara and Katie are doing behind the scenes, I mean, Tamara's already blown the entire finale. The number of content creators that know exactly what happens in the finale because it came directly from Tamara Judge. Let me be very clear. Tamara Judge has spoiled the finale because she's trying to taint one of the other housewives. It's very obvious what she was trying to do. It's very obvious. And this was weeks ago. I got a call when I was in New York at Fox 5 New York, when I was backstage in the green room, got a call and got all the details. People in Katie's life were sending me videos about the lie detector company, again, well before the lie detector even episode aired. I'm like, why are you putting this information out there preemptively? Like, what? We haven't even seen the lie detector. We don't even know what's happening. Muddy Grace says, I listened to Vicky and she talked about Slade calling the whole time in Morocco. Listen, whether that's true or not true, I don't know. But I do think it's convenient that Vicky and Tamara were on the outs, and then suddenly Tamara's trying to lobby for Vicky to come back in season 20. It's gonna be interesting. Gretchen lied too. Yeah, listen, I think there's no denying that Gretchen was not telling the truth with the hospital thing, because we see on camera she said two very different things. I think that's undeniable. We can't deny that Gretchen was not telling the truth with the hospital thing. There's a piece of that story that we're missing, and she told two very different versions about the hospital. I didn't go, I did go. We have to acknowledge that, right? But until she explains that for herself, that's, we're just gonna have to deal with that when that comes about. But again, what I'm saying with these people trying to plant these seeds, it's crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. And I don't know if the audience wants another season with Tamara. I don't know if the audience, it doesn't seem like any of the other women seem to really be down for Tamara. Shannon seems to be over her based off of the beach. Heather seems to be the only one that's kind of in Tamara's court. But I don't know. Tamara's good until she's not. Tamara is good until she's not. And I actually predict by the end of the season, we may have a fall of Katie Janela. Like that may crumble because I think she's going to ultimately, with the direction that she's going in. And I've already, like, the people, her friends that come to me and try to plant seeds, I'm like, don't do this. I go, this is a bad look for her and it's going to backfire in the long run. But I think she's getting so gassed up with the fans that are like rallying in support of Katie. And then, of course, once you throw out the racism, then people are like, oh, yeah, we're down for the fight, and they just feel more validated and motivated to like push that forward. But I don't know. Shannon is going to come for Katie's husband after his major diss about her on Stu's podcast. What did he say about Shannon? Jed Wallace's lawyer has finally filed a reply related to his motion to dismiss. Haven't read it yet, but guaranteed Babcock throws more shade at Blake there. Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Well, maybe we'll recap that tomorrow. Oh. Just maybe don't know. We'll see. We shall see. All right. Well, I think that's all I got for you for today. But I will be back tomorrow with a new episode. When does OC airs on Thursdays? Damn. So we won't even be able to like talk about it. But all right. Until then, I love you. I appreciate you. I hope you subscribe and like. I hope you enjoyed the show today. Give me a follow at Just Plain Zack. Follow the podcast at No Filter with Zack and keep it going. Oh, Matt made fun of her appearance and said that she almost ran over kids. It was rough. He should have said allegedly before all of that. Here's the thing. I told you. They're going to ruin themselves. Matt and Katie are getting gassed up and the fans are loving them and the podcasters are loving them. They're going to end up burning themselves because they're going to end up showing who they really are. They're overexposing themselves and their motives, I don't think, are pure. So, yeah. Tanya said, come back tomorrow, Zack, but don't be negative. Okay, I won't. All right, guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. I appreciate you. Have Donna on the show. You're on her show a lot. Donna's always welcome to come on my show. Donna's been on my show a number of times. I love having Donna on my show. I talk to Donna every day. All right. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Ciao for now. Bye.